जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहार गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहार गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारि।
यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारि।
जय यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारि।
जय यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारि।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहार।
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन
यशोदनंदन व्रज जन रंजन
यमुना तीरावनचारि।
यमुना तीरावनचारि।
यमुना तीरावनचारि।
यमुना तीरावनचारि।
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंदा।
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Shri Radhe.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Shri Radhe.
Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Subhadrama, Jaya Sudarshana.
Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Subhadrama Jaya Sudarshana.
Jaya Gopal Dev, Jaya Gopal Dev, Gopal Dev, Jaya Gopal Dev.
Jaya Gopala Dev Jaya Gopala Dev Gopala Dev Jaya Gopala Dev.
Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai.
Jaya Gaura Nitai Jaya Gaura Nitai.
Jai Jai Patita Pavana Gauranitai.
Jai Jai Patita Pavana Gauranitai.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada.
Jayo Sri Pada Jaya Guru Deva, Sri Pada Jaya Guru Deva.
Jaya Sri Pada Jaya Guru Deva Sri Pada Jaya Guru Deva.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitya Gaura Haribo.
जय गुरु महाराज श्रील श्रीपाद की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील
Jai,
प्रभुपाद की जय, ग्रंथराज
Jai,
श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, संवेद गौर
Jai,
भक्तवृंद की हरे
Jai.
कृष्ण. So we are continuing Bhagavatam Seva. This is from the Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, 8th verse, 8th canto, 8th chapter, verse number 35, 36, 37 and 38. So it's 4 verses. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narotamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraye नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतेरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठी. So this is verse number 35. His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Tammalokya sarve
तमालोक्य सुरा सर्वे
kalasham chamritabhritam
कलशं चामृताभृतम्
lipsanta sarvavastuni
लिप्सन्ता सर्ववस्तूनि
kalasham tarasaharan.
कलशं तरसाहरन्.
Translation. Upon seeing Dhanvantri carrying the jug of nectar, the demons, desiring the jug and its contents, immediately snatched it away by force. Verse number 36. Niyamane suraistasmin
नीयमाने शिरस्तस्मिन्
kalashe mrita bhajane
कलशे मृतभाजने
vishanna manaso deva
विषण्णमनसो देवा
harim sharanam ayayu.
हरिं शरणमायुः.
Translation. When the jug of nectar was carried off by the demons, the demigods were morose. They thus sought shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari. Verse number 37. Iti tad dainyam alokya
इति तद्दैन्यमालोक्य
Bhagavan Bhritya Kamakrid
भगवान् भृत्यकामकृत्
Ma Kidyata Mitortamba
माकीद्यतामृतोदं वा
Sadayishye Swamayaya.
साधयिष्ये स्वमायया.
Translation. When the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who always desires to fulfill the ambitions of his devotees, saw that the demigods were morose, he said to them, "Do not be aggrieved. By my own energy, I shall bewilder the demons by creating a quarrel among them. In this way, I shall fulfill your desire to have the nectar." Verse number 38. Mita kalira bhutesham
मितः कलेरभूतेषां
tadarte tarsha chetasam
तदर्थे तर्षचेतसाम्
aham purvam
अहं पूर्वं
na tvam iti prabhu.
न त्वमिति प्रभो.
Translation. O king, a quarrel then arose among the demons over who would get the nectar first. Each of them said, "You cannot drink it first. I must drink it first. Me first, not you." Purport by Prabhupada. This is a symptom of demons. The first concern of a non-devotee is how to enjoy his personal sense gratification at once, whereas the devotee's first concern is to satisfy the Lord. This is a distinction between the non-devotee and the devotee. In this material world, since most people are non-devotees, they regularly compete, fight, disagree, and war among themselves, for everyone wants to enjoy and satisfy his own senses. Therefore, unless such demons become Krishna conscious and are trained to satisfy the senses of the Lord, there can be no question of peace in human society or any society, even that of the demigods. The demigods and devotees, however, always surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord, and thus the Lord is always anxious to satisfy their ambitions. While the demons fight to satisfy their own senses, devotees engage in devotional service to satisfy the senses of the Lord. The members of the Krishna consciousness movement must be alert in regard to this point, and then their preaching of the Krishna conscious movement will be successful. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Sarubdamodar Swaminiti Namine Nama Sadbhaktamanaye Manipurudbhavaya Cha Prabhupada Satvani Prachara Niratayate Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschata Desatarine Vancha Kalpatarurvyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nama Sankirtanam Jasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkha Shamanastam Namami Harim Param Sansara Sagare Magnam Dinam Mam Karunanide Karmagrahya Grihitangam Mamuddara Vavarnavad Srimad Bhagavatam Akyoyam Pratyaksha Krishna Evahi Svikritosi Mayanata Mukyartam Bhavasagare Hare Nam Eva Kevalam Kalau Naseva Gatirandyatha. So we are continuing this Samudra Manthan pastime in the 8th canto, and we are seeing how after so many amazing articles and personalities are appearing from the milk ocean after the churning, finally now Lord Dhanvantri has come with the Amrita Kalash. So there is this very famous Dhanvantri mantra. You can just remember that because Dhanvantri has appeared on the scene. So we offer our prayers to Dhanvantri. There is this mantra that I learned down south in Srirangam. It is called Dhanvantraye Amrita Kalasa Hashtaya. So he is carrying this Amrita Kalasa. Then Sarvama Vinashanaya. Ama means this is a disease causing thing in Ayurveda. Amrita Kalasa Hastaya Sarvama Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Om Sri Bhagavate Nama. So he is the personality of Godhead. He is Amsha of the personality of Godhead. So this is a mantra. Dhanvantraye Amrita Kalasa Hastaya Sarvama Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Om Sri Vishnave Nama. Om Sri Bhagavate Nama. Yeah, Sri Bhagavate. So this is Dhanvantri mantra. And as soon as Dhanvantri is coming with that jug of nectar, immediately these demons, they go and they snatch it by force. They don't care who that nectar should actually go to or who it belongs to. They don't even have the courtesy of requesting permission from Dhanvantri, can we please have it, which is a gentlemanly thing to do if you're trying to take somebody else's thing and use it for your own benefit. Even that they overlook, and then all of them, they immediately they pounced upon Dhanvantri and they just snatched away that pot of nectar from by force. So this is the demons means animal society, very animalistic, no self-control. You see these dogs, sometimes one dog he finds a bone, and as soon as this dog is having the bone and the other dogs they see that, all of them they chase this poor fellow. So they keep biting at his back, they're trying to pull away that bone from that poor dog, and up until he gives up that bone, he is not going to find peace. He will not find peace. He cannot go and hide and eat it peacefully. It will be very difficult. So this is demoniac mentality means animalistic society. They have no control over their senses. So whatever the senses are dictating, that is the first priority that I will have to execute it anyway. Ena prakarena. Some way or the other, I need to satisfy my senses. So here they have been working so hard churning the Samudra Manthan, and especially since Vasuki's mouth, the head portion was where the demons were holding, not the tail portion, which the demigods were holding actually. So because Vasuki was spewing so much poisonous fumes, these people were very afflicted also. So naturally, they wanted to revive themselves. So immediately, they went and they snatched this content, this Amrita Kalash. So the sequence of that is, as soon as this pot was stolen away by force from Dhanvantri, all the other demigods, they became very sad. The demigods could also have jumped into the fray, and they could have also tried to snatch the pot from the demons. But you see, they were self-controlled. This is a difference. So the demigods, they were controlled and they felt very sad because the pot of nectar is not in their hands. But the immediate result of that is that they went and they sought shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality. So this is the only difference. In the material world, it doesn't matter whether you're human, whether you're a demigod, whether you're a demon, whether you're a bird, animal, any of the varieties of species, the 84 lakh species, any form you may be having, material world is a place where there is suffering. It's called Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam. This is how Krishna is branding this material world. So even though you may be in a demigod body, it doesn't mean that you are not undergoing any suffering. Even Brahmaji, who lives for so long, we cannot even think about Brahmaji's lifespan, but he also has to grow old and he has to die. So these four problems are always there harassing the living entities. But in the case of demigods, they know where to go and seek shelter so that they can overcome these problems. Who's the best person to approach so that by taking his shelter, we will be saved from all these tritapa, these threefold miseries of material existence? That these demons, they don't know. But the demigods, they're very clear on that. There is one person who can save us from this situation. So immediately they approach the Lord, Hari, and they take shelter at his lotus feet. My Lord, you are the one who can save us from this scenario. You please help us. Immediately. And the Lord also, because he is very kind to those who are surrendered to him, Lord is Bhaktavatsal. So, and he is always very eager. Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadati Kaman. He is the one who is actually satisfying the desires of all the living entities, the demons, the demigods, everybody. What to speak of his own devotees. So naturally, the Lord wanted to fulfill their desires, and he is consoling them by saying, do not be aggrieved, don't become sad. I will, by my own maya, by my own energy, potency, I will bewilder these demons and I will create a quarrel. So in this way, I will fulfill your desire to acquire that nectar. So this is the Lord's assurance. You see, generally the question comes, the Lord is supposed to be impartial. The demons are also working very hard in the Samudra Manthan. The demigods also are working very hard. So both of them have put in considerable effort. But why do you think the Lord is only siding with the demigods? Simply because they are putting vote for him? What is the reason? So the reason is, after drinking the nectar, the demigods will not misuse that power that they are acquiring by drinking the nectar. But the demons, they will be up to no good. They'll completely upset the universal system of management that the Lord has established. They'll go against all the regulative principles, and they will break all the religious principles also. So this the Lord did not want to encourage. Otherwise, the Lord is so magnanimous, he gives himself to anybody. So what is a pot of nectar? What does it, what difference does it make? The Lord can give about immortality to anybody. He is giving himself to everybody. So one small pot of nectar, it does not make any big difference. To the Lord, it is nothing. And even after drinking the nectar, it's not that they will become totally immortal. When we say immortality, by human standards, they live for a very long period of life. And without aging, without getting any gray hairs, the senses will be fully functional. They will not decay with age. And they will live for like maybe 10,000 years or something. The demigod's lifespan is very much big. But even then, after these 10,000 years, they will have to leave the body. So the so-called immortality the Lord is granting is no big deal for him. So he could have easily avoided the demons. And we see elsewhere that Shukracharya, the guru of the demons, he was able to create a whole pond or a lake of nectar. So he was that capable. Now, what to speak about the Lord? So the Lord, he's saying, you don't worry, I will create a quarrel by my own potency, and then I will somehow get the nectar to you. So in the last verse, it is being mentioned that one quarrel arose among the demons. So you cannot drink it first. I must drink it first. Me first, not you. Fighting has started. I don't know. When we were kids, sometimes we used to go to the movie theater to get a ticket, and it's full rush. Everybody wants to see the first show. Everybody is literally fighting. They're climbing over people, and they're trying to go to the ticket counter so that they can get the ticket and they can go to the cinema hall to watch the movie. So you should have seen the kind of fight that happens there. That people, each one try to go over the other. They want to precede the other so that they can get the ticket. So this is something like that. They have the pot of nectar, and everybody was grabbing at it. They say because of this grabbing, this nectar actually fell down from the heavens into 3 or 4 places. In Allahabad, in Ujjain, and Nasik, like that. We have these special places where this Amrita or this nectar falls. And at that particular time, if you're going to the Triveni Sangam and taking a dip, you're supposed to be rejuvenated. So this is very auspicious thing. So they were fighting so much, and their thing is that I must drink it first, you cannot drink it first. So there's no question of senior and junior. Whether one person is aged person, let us offer it to him. So none of these things. No, not you, me. The whole focus is on me, on my primary concern, the selfish concern. And this, the Prabhupada is saying, is a symptom of a demon. The 16th chapter, which Guru Maharaj used to ask us to repeat when we were in Manipur, he was saying this is a divine and demoniac natures, the 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. And in that, Krishna is starting out with describing the different qualities of a person who is a deva or who has divine qualities. He is listing that. And then he is listing all the demoniac qualities. And the demoniac qualities are much, much more than the divine ones. Because in the material world, we see only these demoniac traits and their expansions and expressions in different forms. So he's saying, Pravritim cha nivritim cha janana vidura asura. These asur people, they don't know what is pravriti, what is real progress, and nivriti, how to renounce things at the appropriate time. The path of progress and path of renunciation, they don't know. They don't know what is this or what is that. Na saucham, they are not very clean. Na chacharo, na acharan, they do not have any kind of proper behavior. Their acharan is completely crazy. Na chacharu, na satyam teshu vidyat. They don't know what is the truth, what to speak about the absolute truth. Even though the Lord may be there, they don't consider him as somebody very important. They think I am the one who is very important. Asatyam teshu vidyate. Asatyam apratishtam te jagadahu ranishwaram. Asatyam, this whole material world is based on falsity. There's no real source of all these material things. And then apratishtam, it is simply established by kama haitukam. Because of the sex relationship between the living entities, that is how this material world has been manifested. Etam drishtim avastabhya nashtatmano alpa buddhaya. So they degrade their soul by activities and by alpa buddhi. Alpa buddhi means they are not very broad-minded. They don't think about the welfare of everybody. Rather, they think about their own welfare. Very narrow-minded. Alpa buddhaya prabhavanti ugra karmanaha kshayayo jagato ahita. Saying prabhavanti, they do such ugra karma, terrible activities that causes kshaya or destruction to this material world. Ahita means this is contrary to the welfare of all the living entities. All their activities will be like this. Then how they think, idam madhyamaya labdam, now I have so much money or so much power, so much influence, imam prapsye manoratam, now whatever I want, I will get. Wherever my manorath or my mental chariot is taking me, all those things I can acquire. Imam prapsye manoratham, idam asti idam api me bhavishyati punardhanam. Now I have so much money in the bank, and then future I will get so much more. Asau maya hata shatrur. I will destroy all my enemies. I will kill all my enemies. Hanishye chaparanapi ishwaroham aham bogi. I am the Ishwar, I am the controller in the circumstance, and aham bogi, I am the enjoyer. So this is how these demons, they behave. So Prabhupada is very clear in the purport. The first concern of a non-devotee is how to enjoy his personal sense gratification at once. Prabhupada is making that immediately, pronto. I need it just now, and I need my sense gratification now. Not that let me work for it, let me go through the proper channels, and when the time is right, let me enjoy. No, none of these things apply to them. They want it immediately now, ASAP, as soon as possible. But the devotee's concern is how to satisfy the Lord. That's all. This is a difference. A simple thing. Yasmin tushte jagat tushtam. The devotees, they know by satisfying the Lord, they, not only they themselves, but the entire creation will be satisfied. So the devotees, they know the technique or the best policy how to satisfy themselves and to satisfy everybody else. And the simple process is by satisfying the Supreme Personality of God. And Prabhupada is writing, in the material world, since most people are non-devotees, so they regularly compete, they fight, they disagree, and then there is war among themselves because everybody wants to enjoy his own success. So there is competition, but it is not a healthy competition, very unhealthy competition. I should go above this person so that I can push down that person. Not that let both of us compete and let both of us make progress. I should completely abolish one person. So this is a kind of competition that happens. Then there is fight. In Kali Yuga, the symptoms are even for 5 rupees or 5 paisa, they will fight and they will kill each other. This is how bad it is. They call it something called road rage. When they're driving the car, simply because somebody braked in front of them, the car, this person who was sitting in the car behind, he got up, he went out, took his gun, and he shot the driver. They just couldn't control the rage. Simply because their car was a very beautiful car and it was scratched. They just killed a person just like that. So you see, for simple things, people will fight. They disagree. They agree to disagree on everything. They will disagree. Even they know it's not whether it is right or it is wrong. It's that I'm right. So whatever you say, I will say what is contrary to that. Tarka, simply argue. They disagree and then they war among themselves because everybody wants to enjoy. There is always a fight. And the basic fundamental reason is this is age of quarrel and hypocrisy. Prabhupada used to say. Hypocritical. People, they apply certain rules to themselves, but when it comes to others, they don't think others as themselves and they don't apply the same rules. For others, it is a completely different set of rules. But whatever rule is advantageous for themselves, that for that they will be very much in favor. But anything goes to the contrary, these people they will completely twist and change the thing. So because of this kind of hypocritical nature, naturally there will be a fight. The other person also, he thinks that he is equal. So he will start fighting and he will say, why is that for you, you have all these special concessions, but for me, I don't have anything. So there will be a fight. You see, Sham Kishore Babu used to say in Calcutta, for everything this party will larte hobe, we will fight, we will protest, we will protest. So the demoniac mentality is like that. They're never satisfied. Always they'll keep protesting and always they want to cause a ruckus or create some kind of quarrel and war. So Prabhupada is saying that unless such demons become Krishna conscious and they are trained to satisfy the senses of the Lord, Hrishikena Hrishikesham Sevanam Bhakti Uchate. So unless they come to this standard of understanding that the real controller of the senses is the Supreme Lord, and once you satisfy his senses, your senses and everybody's senses will be automatically pacified because the Lord is the center point. When they come to this understanding, up until that point, there is no question of peace in human society or any society. Prabhupada used to give this very clear example of a lake. So in a lake, you drop a stone, you see the ripples. The water, where the stone drops and hits the surface of the water, there will be very beautiful ripples which spread out from the point of impact where the stone went and hit the surface of the water. Now you drop another stone in some other area of the lake, you will see there also the same ripples will come. But if you keep dropping stones like this in different places, you see all these ripples, they will come and they will clash. So you will get, starting, you will get a very beautiful pattern, but later on you see, because of the different waves coming from different centers, they will all clash. The pattern will become disrupted. But if you find the central point, Krishna, and if you are able to drop all your stones there, you see the wave, the ripples which come out from the center will be very beautiful. And it will be very smooth. So this is the thing. The demons, they don't understand the central point. They think the central point is themselves. The focus is entirely on themselves. But the demigods, they understand that Krishna is the center of everything. He is the source of everything. And he is the ultimate enjoyer of everything. Bhoktaram yagya tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram suhurdam sarva bhutanam Nyatva mam shantim richati. So Prabhupada used to say, this is a peace formula. You want to be peaceful, then you accept the authority of the Lord. He is a supreme enjoyer, he is a supreme proprietor, and he is a supreme well-wisher of all the living entities. This much, if somebody, Nyatva, even if he knows that, then he can be peaceful. He doesn't have to worry. No, Krishna will take care. Krishna is my well-wisher, Krishna will take care. So, Prabhupada was saying that The members of the Krishna conscious movement must be alert in regard to this point. The thing is, you surrender to the Lord, then whatever is happening, you take it as the arrangement of the Lord and you're peaceful, you're sober, you will not be agitated. But otherwise, every single thing will be contrary and there'll be a fight. Anything, there will be a fight. So Prabhupada is saying one should be very alert, especially those who are aspiring to be devotees, Krishna Bhaktas. They should be very peaceful. Then their preaching of this Krishna conscious movement will be successful. So we need to be trained how to surrender to the Lord and how to become anxious to satisfy the senses of the Lord. That should be a priority. But somehow Guru and Krishna are pleased. Somehow, rather than my own sense gratification, I should somehow endeavor for the gratification of Krishna's senses. By that, then not only there will be peace in the society, but our preaching will also be successful. Because outside, everybody, they don't find that thing. They don't find that common cause. They all want to be free, they all want to enjoy, they want to satisfy the senses, but they don't know the common cause. And this common cause or the central point is Krishna Bhakti. Without Krishna, nothing positive can happen. This is all manodharma, material world, good or bad, whatever we are doing, is mortality, immortality, everything. This is all like manodharma. It's just like floating on a mental plane. But when we come to Krishna, we are coming to the absolute reality. We are coming to something very concrete. So the demigods, they understand this, and that is why they endeavor with full force, with all their energy, how to surrender and satisfy the Supreme Lord. So I think I'll stop here. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any questions, any suggestions or comments, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for this nice and wonderful class. Yeah, if anyone is having any question regarding today's class, they can raise the hand and ask His Grace Mother Manohar. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Our Shyam Kishore Prabhu is having a question. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Shyam Prabhu, Dandavat, Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Prabhu. Prabhu, I have two questions. So
Yeah.
I will ask the first question, then anybody has any question, I will put the second question later on then. So my first question is, as we know from the scriptures, today's this purport, shloka, so the distinction between non-devotee and devotee, the devotees, they try to satisfy the senses of the Lord, and demons, they try to satisfy their own sense. So after knowing this knowledge, devotees, that our ultimate activity is to satisfy the senses of the Lord. Still, the devotees, they struggle. After knowing the theory, still they struggle. Sometimes different ways, activity, they try to totally
Prabhuji, your voice is breaking. Huh?
हरे कृष्णा श्याम किशोर प्रभु जी, आपका आवाज ठीक से नहीं आ रहा है.
So I think I understand at least to little whatever Prabhuji has asked. He's probably asking why is that even devotees.
Maybe you can continue, Prabhuji, Mother Prabhu, so that
Yeah, why devotees, they are also, although they know that we have to surrender and satisfy the senses of the Lord, why is that sometimes, there is, they act like demons. Sometimes this is that. See, the thing is, one should understand that we are not pure devotees. That we are endeavoring to come to the pure platform. Unless one is 100% pure internally, that there is no possibility that this person will fully try to satisfy the senses of the Lord. As long as the impurity is there, it will manifest in so many different ways, and one of the ways is becoming selfish and creating all these problems. So, I'm remembering this example that I think Prabhupada was saying. This guy was a thief. So somehow he came and he joined the movement. But because that nature is there, thieving nature, and he's habituated it for so many years, he has cultivated it to a very nice degree. He's not able to give that up. But because he somehow become a devotee, so what he used to do is the night time comes, his hands, they start itching. He has to do something. So he just goes to all the lockers of the different devotees. He takes out the toilet bag or the articles, whatever is there, and he used to go put it in some other person's locker. And from their locker, he used to put it in somebody else's locker. So this thing was going on for a few days. So one day, the new Bhakta leader, he caught him and he asked him, "Why are you doing this?" So then the person, he confessed that I was a thief in my past life. So I'm trying to stop that habit. I'm not able to do it. But because of that only, when this urge becomes too strong, I cannot control it. I just go do something like that because I cannot steal the devotee's properties. So you see, this Krishna conscious thing, it is a purificatory process. It takes time. And to the degree that one is sincere and one is associating and serving elevated souls, this impurities, they come out very fast. So one should not be surprised that the impurities are manifesting. One should be more surprised that that person is still sustaining himself in Krishna consciousness. Still, he is undergoing the purificatory process. That one should be able to appreciate, and one should be magnanimous enough to give that person that opportunity, that let this person also become purified. So it's like live and let live. So we are also purifying ourselves, so let him also purify himself. So whatever we can tolerate until it goes like beyond a particular limit, we have to do this. And how to remove the tendency, this is called as hati snan, no? Kunjara sauchavat. Sukadev Goswami is saying that very clearly. He's saying people, they go, they become very nice devotees and then they freak out. So then this is the thing. It's like elephant going and taking a bath in the river, and then he comes out, he throws all that mud on his body. So the idea is that unless one becomes a nice devotee of the Lord, these propensities within the heart from many lifetimes, they will somehow or other, they will manifest. You cannot avoid it completely. It takes time. It takes time. Sometimes it takes many, many births. So one is not sincere and serious in his association, this tendency will never go actually. This tendency will always be there, and Krishna will also allow you. Okay, you continue your material existence, keep struggling. But when one becomes really serious and focused, then you see slowly all these propensities will go away. So one should be very alert. This is what Prabhupada is using, very cautious, and one should be very alert that these kind of weeds, they don't come and corrupt the Bhaktilata, or the creeper of devotion that you're trying to cultivate. One should be very careful. This is our own personal interest. So we have to take care. We cannot expect the others to come and always come and correct us and point us and guide us. We ourselves should be aware of these things. That's why reading scriptures, and especially when you serve elevated souls very humbly, by their blessings, these things will happen. This purification will happen. And this tendency, it will gradually be completely uprooted. But as soon as you come to devotion, your auspiciousness starts. But you'll have to work. You'll have to work for it. It's not that Krishna is going to just hand it over to you in a platter. You'll have to really work for it to remove all these impurities. But if you're sincere and you're serious and you're simple, not complicated, you're simple, These things will happen very soon. You are very determined and focused. This purification will happen very soon. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
We have the second question of Shyam Prabhu in chat. Before that, we'll
Thank you,
take the
Prabhu.
question
Yeah.
by our Nilmada Prabhu. Yes, Nilmada Prabhu, please. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. We have one
Hare Krishna.
student from Azari wants to ask a question.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
What are the signs of getting us know that like we are getting purified? I mean, since we are doing all practices to make ourselves purify, but how to know that the purification has started or we are getting purified? What are
Okay,
the signs?
it's a nice question. See, people who have jaundice, there is an example given in the Nectar of Instruction, Upadeshamrit, written by Rupa Goswami. If somebody has a disease, right? Impurities means is a kind of affliction, kind of disease. Like you have jaundice, you taste something sweet, you put it in your mouth, it will taste very bitter. You will not like it at all, right? But that sweet things are the medicine. The example is given sugarcane candy, this thing, or sugarcane juice. You put it in your mouth, but especially if you have jaundice, it will taste very bitter. It will not taste sweet. But that is a medicine. You keep taking it. One day, the disease will be cured and you will start relishing it. You will taste the sweetness of the sugarcane juice. It's the same thing. You replace all these material activities, you dovetail it, or at least you dovetail it in Krishna's seva. You'll see all these things which you are enjoying now, the so-called material things, all of them gradually they will become purified and you will start relishing spiritual activities. So now if you tell you please wake up early in the morning, you please chant Krishna's names, people they don't want to do that. It becomes very difficult. But then when you're cured, you become more purified, you will be naturally attracted to such activities. There'll be nobody is required to come and force you to do these things. You will automatically get a taste and you will start it. Then you know that you have developed this purificatory thing. The symptoms are that. The symptoms are that. You'll start relishing anything spiritual, going to Krishna's temple, serving Krishna's devotees, reading the Bhagavatam, chanting, everything, you will relish it more and more. You will get the higher taste. But now, up until you are impure, you will not be able to relish it fully. It will be like a big chore actually to do these things. Kahan aake fas gaya hai na? That kind of mentality we will be having. But once you actually get a taste and you are purified, you will relish these activities. You will find unlimited happiness in this actually. So you will know. It's personally you can experience these things. Yeah.
Yes, understood. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. So we have this question in chat by our Shyam Prabhu. So it says how to remove the tendency totally to satisfy our own senses. Which process is more effective and quicker?
Sadhu Sang. There are two things. One is Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam Eva Kevalam. This repeated thrice. You always chant the holy names of the Lord, or you are vibrating the names of Krishna, the pastimes of Krishna, the devotees' names. If you do that, this will help. And more better than that is Sadhu Sang. Because when you're here, when you're in the association of a devotee, sometimes when you're doing this alone, you may not feel very comfortable with that. But when you're in the association of devotees, you're protected also. So rather than doing it alone, solitarily, it is always better to do this in the association of devotees. So sadhu sang, that is the best means for this, for removing the tendency completely. But the devotees who you associate with, they have to be in particular category. Sajatiya, Snigdha, and Mahatara Sadhu Sang, not any kind of Sang. You say sadhu sang means koi bhi sadhu, anybody you think is a sadhu and you just go associate, not like that. Sajatiya, they have to be in the same parampara as you. So in the Brahma Sampradaya, you find somebody in the Brahma Sampradaya. Snigdha, somebody who is little affectionate to you. Because without affection, there will not be proper relationship. Some kind of affection has to be there. If the person is ignoring you completely, then what is the point? And then Mahatara. Mahatara means he has to be more advanced than you. And you will advance, you will realize how somebody is advanced. That person will be always either speaking about Krishna or he'll always be engaged in Krishna seva. Simply by seeing that, you will know that yes, this person is very much into Krishna. At least he is more than you. He is more into Krishna and Krishna conscious activities. So this kind of association will completely remove the thing. Sajatiya, Snigdha, and Mahattara sadhus. This is very important. So if we're able to do that kind of association, you see that tendency will go out very fast. Lavamatra sadhu sang sarva siddhiyo. All the siddhis you will get, all perfection will come to you. But you should find that kind of devotee. That is the thing. Okay. Because when you're chanting, huh?
Yeah, Prabhuji is trying to respond. Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat.
Yeah, Dandavat, Prabhu.
No, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, let our Sham Prabhu finish.
Train is moving.
Sham Prabhuji.
Madan Mano Prabhu.
Yeah.
Are you able to? Yeah. The question was Nikhil Prabhu had put, means he was asking like what are the symptoms we'll see, that we are getting purified. What are the bad qualities will go one by one? What are the good qualities will come? Like you said, that your name for your desire to chant for, that is something. But which are the bad qualities will go one by one, and what are the good qualities will come? I think he was trying to know that.
Okay, he wanted specifically. You will not waste time, actually. You'll be more interested in discussing about Krishna than in engaging. That is the main thing, because time is very valuable. So every second, that person, he wants to engage in spiritual activities. Anything, serving the Lord, serving the devotees, chanting, reading Bhagavatam, honoring Prasadam, anything related to Krishna, so that his mind, 24 hours, it is engaged in Krishna seva. Somehow or other, you should always be able to remember the Lord. So when your remembrance of the Lord is increasing, then you will understand that purification is happening very nicely. There are so many other symptoms, but I'm not remembering many of them. But this is a main one. They'll be surrendered to the Lord. They'll always be speaking about the Lord. They'll prefer to remain in a place where the Lord's pastime has happened, like in the Dham, Mathura, somewhere like that. And they'll always try to seek the association of devotees. They'll be constantly reading the Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. So all these symptoms, it means they have developed this stage, that purification has happened. They'll follow all the festivals, they do all the vratas, so that they can advance in Krishna consciousness. This Chausatanga of Bhakti, which is mentioned in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, all those things will manifest actually. You can practically see that person doing it. He'll very humbly, he'll offer obeisances to all the living entities, not to speak about humans, not to speak about devotees. Everybody he will offer obeisances. He will eat very limited quantity. So many things like that. This is all signs of purification. You can go to the nectar of devotion, and there are 64 angas of bhakti. So when a person is doing all this very nicely, you can understand that he is becoming purified, enthusiastic. He becomes very enthusiastic to do devotional service. Utsahat, Nishyat, Dhairyat, Tattat Karma Pravartanat. What is that? Sangatyago Satovrite. Main thing, he doesn't associate with non-devotees. Then you will see that he is becoming more and more purified. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji. And I think earlier question was clear. Okay, anyway, our Nilmada Prabhu has raised his hand again. We have to see.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji, please unmute yourself. I have muted you again.
Guruji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Neil Madhav. Hare Krishna.
My question is like, actually, the demonic qualities are also in us only, like it's in me.
Hmm.
And so actually, demonic qualities could divine like how we can transform ourselves into divine person.
See, that is the thing. That's why he's saying, no, Sadhu Sang. It's like this example is given. We are also mini Krishnas. We are like the Lord because we are Sachidananda. But because of material association, right? We are associating with the modes for time immemorial. So we have also become mini demons. So both these qualities are competing. It depends which dog you're going to feed. You feed the good one or you're feeding the bad one. So if you're feeding the bad qualities, the demoniac qualities by associating with people like that, naturally all those will be manifest, and you will perpetually you will continue your material existence. But if you're taking the other side and you're feeding this Krishna conscious element, then that will become more, and all your anarthas, this other things, they will just automatically fade away. It's like, when you bring the light to a cave where thousands and thousands of years there is only darkness, or you bring even a small lamp, immediately all the darkness is gone. The darkness cannot complain and say, "Arey Baba, I have right. I've been here for millions of years. How can you come and chase me away?" Maybe even a small candle you light, immediately that whole darkness will go away. So Krishna consciousness is like that spark. So whether you want to fan this flame or you want to put out by pouring water, this is the thing. And how this is possible is because the devotees, they will help you. Devotees, they guide you that you fan this flame, you'll get more light. Don't be in darkness. Don't be in ignorance. You come to the light. This is the whole Vedic injunction. So especially Prabhuji was asking what are the anarthas will go. Sham Prabhu was asking this. There'll be no meat eating, there'll be no gambling, there'll be no intoxication, and there'll be no illicit sex. So if you're not interested in these four, you can understand that you are already on the path of progress. But even little bit inclination to all this, then you understand you're still not purified. These are the four main pillars in Kali Yuga. And for Nikhil Prabhu, this is the thing. You just associate with people who will encourage you to fan the fire, not to pour water. So there are people who will encourage you, Baba, you fan the flames nicely, make it a good fire. So any amount of water you throw, you will not be able to put it out. So you seek the association of such people. But there are other people who will tell you, why you want to have a fire, so much smoke is coming, this is coming, just pour some water and finish it off. So if you associate with people like that, then this bhakti will go down. So that you have to be careful. Everything is association. Karanam guna sangasya. You are associating with the gunas, then Shaddasat Janma Yonishu. You are born like this. But if you are, instead of associating with the gunas, you go beyond and you associate with transcendental things, then you will become completely spiritual. You are spiritual, you have just forgotten it, it is covered, you can remove that covering. That covering will be very easily removed. See, people like to think, I'm demon, I'm this, I'm that. Even that mentality, one should learn to give up actually. Always you think, I'm Krishna's Nitya Das. I'm the servant of Guru and Krishna and the devotees of the Lord. If you think like that, even that thinking will help you actually make a lot of progress. You start thinking, I'm demon, naturally you want to manifest all the demonic qualities, right? I can be this kind of demon, that kind of demon, this kind of monster. But you think I'm always Das, I'm servant of the devotees, and that feeling will bring you to the proper platform soon. Yeah? Neil
Thank
Madhav.
you, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
In between, we have seen our Krishnendu Prabhu unmuted. If you still have a question, maybe Prabhuji can unmute himself and ask the question. Hare Krishna, Krishnendu Prabhuji.
Dhanavad Prabhu.
Tell us, bro. Harish.
As you told, we need to touch or choose some good association, better association. For everyone, is it possible to get that association?
You have to seek it, Prabhu. That is what human life is meant for. If one is not able to get it, one should actually cry for such association. You know, Gorgond Maharaj used to say, this is a crying school, actually. We are crying out for Krishna and Krishna's pure devotees, because without their association, actually there is nothing here in the material world. Everything is like a daydream and a night dream. The reality is Krishna consciousness, and those who are doing it very nicely, the pure devotees. So without Krishna and such pure devotees, we should always be crying, actually. We have not developed that mood. That is a problem.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah, Shyam Prabhu, we have maximum questions from you today, so we will postpone your questions for tomorrow. Yeah, I have a question, Prabhuji. So let me take the opportunity.
Yeah, Sanatan.
Yeah. So this entire conversation, right? So one who is demoniac, actually, you said association is required, and one should hanker for the association. If one is demoniac, he cannot hanker for the association.
No, not like that. Association and training. You can change even these, demoniac people. You can change them into nice devotees. It requires training. That's all. You put them under an expert person's guidance. That person will train him and transform him. That guru, he knows that technique. We are all like monkeys, right? We are jumping here and there, but Guru, he makes us very beautiful monkeys, and he put it in front of Krishna and say, Krishna, you see this person, this monkey is a nice devotee. So then Krishna accepts, and by the blessings of Guru and Krishna, we advance. So this is the thing. But the thing is, you have to go and learn this art of surrender. You should know that let me go and surrender. Otherwise, the training is not possible, and the advancement is not possible.
Yeah,
This
but
is a point. Yeah.
How to come to the state of surrender? Because when one is full of bad qualities, then we cannot come to the state of surrender.
You pray for a miracle.
No, even praying also cannot be done by me.
See, if you're sincerely trying somewhere, you understand my position is so horrible. Sooner or later, one day you will cry out. This happens.
Okay, then first step is to understand that our position is not.
You understand your position is not good. Nothing is going my way, and you seriously inquire why all this is happening. Ultimately, you will come to Krishna. Say no, Atato Brahma Jigyasa. That word Brahman, it is translated like this: Brihanatvat iti Brahman. Brihatvat means what is the greatest. And then Brihanatvat means what makes you the greatest. Like Guru Maharaj used to say, achieving the distinction. So you're doing all these bad things, and then you think, oh, this is the greatest. But if it is not, then you should inquire. The results are all going contrary. So what is the greatest thing? And then how can I also become as great as that? Then when you jigyasa, when you do that inquiry, then something can be done. But otherwise, if you are quite happy continuing your activities and not even inquiring, we cannot force. We cannot force. We cannot force any living it. Even Krishna doesn't force. Now, what to speak about us? We cannot force. It has to come from inside. So when you come to that,
until and unless one gets to the platform of identifying bad qualities in himself, this transformation is not going to happen.
He'll not feel comfortable actually, with all those qualities. Sooner or later, he will face the consequences of that. And when he's facing, at that time at least, the buddhi should come, the intelligence should come. But if he's not still taking, what can be done? Once you do mistake, twice you do mistake, third time you do mistake, and then you keep repeating it, then Whose fault is it?
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Maybe we can stop the discussion for the day.
Yeah. So we'll wind up. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Jai Guru Maharaj Srila Sripad ki jai, Jagat
Jai.
Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai,
Jai.
Jai.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jai
Jai.
VA
Jai.
Bhaktivedanta ki jai. Hare
Jai.
Krishna.
Jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Jai Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. His Grace Madan Manohar Prabhu ki jai.
Jai
Thank you all
Guru
for
Maharaj.
joining.
Guru Maharaj.
See you
Guru
all
Maharaj.
tomorrow's class. Hare Krishna.